great example of what the new building is doing. It's taking a researcher that does clinical work too and translating it.
With the understanding that it's experimental.
Exactly.
Sure.
Thank you so much for everything you're doing for him. I'm doing much better. I do better when he does better. Isn't that crazy? There's always hope when you come here. Always hope. They're wonderful people, so he wouldn't be here today if it weren't for them.
Hope has become the trademark of the Animal Cancer Center for thousands of people and their animal friends from all over the world.
We got, oh yeah, we got a long way to go. This is why we're going. Yeah, the boy got a bone tumor right there.
For so many of them, that hope started with one man, Dr. Steve Withrow.
I didn't think there was going to be any chance once I heard how bad it was. And Dr. Withrow took care of him.
All right, he's going to do well.
Okay.
While offering the best veterinary oncology care anywhere, he simultaneously created an entirely new model for battling human cancers, creating collaborations with organizations like MD Anderson and the National Institutes of Health.
To say I want to develop a cancer center at a vet school doesn't sound like a novel idea now, but nobody had that idea when Steve was starting this. You know, and so now you have a state-of-the-art cancer center at Colorado State. You have researchers studying cancer beside veterinary clinicians who are dealing with the models, beside collaborators at medical schools around the world who are dealing with the same problems. That's an amazing thing to accomplish.
It's a wonderful story of adding the MTPPE to conventional therapies. So you got all the conventional stuff, plus something that in those days was not yet proven, but turned out to be a home run.
I didn't realize at first that I owed Steve my life. They invited me to go up there and see the hospital and see what they're doing, and that was the first time it really hit me. It was, this is the future. And Steve helped create that future.
Well, it's still 50-50 at Samantia, so give her some optimism. And
his patients up at CSU say, oh, no, he's doing marvelous things here. And I go, well, he is, but might not realize how those things that he's doing there have fingers in every other part of medicine outside of it.
The idea is that we'll release the cisplatin locally, get a very high concentration of drug locally, prevent tumor, and then it's biodegradable. So this
he really envisioned the ability to use veterinary oncology to inform the medical oncology community, and he really stuck to that. He was persistent, and he turned it into an accepted field.
Yeah, tumor's out.
He's the only veterinarian that's been admitted to the Musculoskeletal Tumor Society, which is a worldwide society for orthopedic oncology, which is a huge honor. He helped with dog osteosarcoma and the pediatric osteosarcoma. We developed this protocol still to this day. Our long-term survival is over 90%. And without Steve and his folks' influence, none of that would have happened.
And your cancer was right here.
When I had cancer, and he worked a lot on the cure for my cancer, I remember I was just happy. I was glad that I was alive and happy.
we already talked about the dogs get cancer too, right?
We sort of stand here as an example of a group that would only be successful because of everything that he's done before we got here.
And if I think it's dangerous, then I would likely do a wider removal.
Steve is hope when there isn't hope. I had no hope. And then I was given hope again, and I know why. And Steve is a huge part of that.
Well, you're doing great. It's good to see you. Yeah. 11 years out.
Yeah.
Steve has kept his purpose simple, wrapping his commitment, passion, and dedication around the understanding of why.
More than anything, I think Steve looks at a sick child, he looks at a sick animal, and that's just an abomination to him. That every child should have the chance to grow up, to smile, to laugh again. He's relentlessly working toward that.
What did Buddha say to the hot dog vendor?
No.
Make me one with everything.
Nice.